Hello everybody and welcome back to another beautiful day on PeterVill farm. So I have two big jobs to do today. The first one is to clear the two grass fields, fields number 27 and 28. We have 50% productivity in both these fields. It's not the most grass we could have got because it wasn't fertilised, but it was still pretty good. And it's all going to be put into silage pits over at the main yard just down there. A very, very small amount of it is going to be put into the feed trough over at the sheep, which is just here. So yeah, not a great deal of it at all. So if I just open this gate up, ready, I can then walk over to the yard, jump into the John Deere tractor, and I actually have a loading wagon lined up for me. It's actually a very large one. In fact, it might even be the largest you can get. It's 56,500 litres, the capacity of it, which to me sounds like a pretty big machine. So yeah, we do have enough power, luckily. The John Deere is more than capable of running it and pulling it, but I wouldn't want to put it on anything smaller. It says that it can be powered by any tractor of 280 horsepower or something and above. This tractor is something like 400 and something, but yeah, when you're pulling uphill, it can be quite tricky. It can take a lot of power. So it's just down at the store. And yeah, we're going to get that done to begin with. Two relatively large grass fields. I think it's going to make a lot of silage when it is compacted. It's going to be worth a great deal of money. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Right, it is hiding around the corner. There it is. I think this might be the first time I've used this gigantic loading wagon. It is massive. Now, I can remember when I was doing the fact sheets for Farming Simulator 19, a very kind Dutchman actually created a video for me to help me pronounce this name correctly, but I have tried and failed many times, so yes, despite the very helpful gentleman, yes, it's going to be tough for me to ever say that word. So, you can see it. There we go. That's what we've got. So off we go. Let's head over to probably the first field, which is going to be 27, field number 27. And we're going to be casting through field number 28. I think you have to get to the silage pits. But yeah, I really don't know how many loads it's going to be. Since we have such a high capacity loading wagon, it could be 4 or it could be 10. I just have absolutely no idea. I would say it is going to be more like 4 or 5, but we'll have to wait and see. If it is more than that, then that is very impressive, because it, like I keep saying, over 50,000 litres each time. My second big job of today is to move those bales, and that is going to be not too bad, I don't think. It just depends how far it is to the bale sell point. I haven't actually looked to see where the bale sell point is. I should have done. But yeah, I don't think it'll be too far away. It could be the yard, it could be the factory area. Not too sure, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And we do have the, well, we're going to have the auto stacking trailer. First time I've properly tried one of those out in 19. I did like them in 17. It's just the unrealistic side of them I don't particularly like. But yes, it's definitely a time saver. So they do have their uses. Okay, so let's get those beacons switched off and we can start loading. I can usually get a pretty good idea to begin with straight away as to how many loads we're going to get. And looking at the fill rate, maybe 1 load off this whole field. So yeah, that's going to make it nice and easy. Not too much carting. But yeah, it's still going to be. I think we'll get about 150,000 litres in total. And I reckon the other field is larger. I think this is the smaller of the two fields. Maybe I should have done the headlands first. Got this nice big chunky weight on the front, which I think makes this tractor look so much better. And also, yeah, you've got a lot of weight on the front to help traction and stuff. So that is working very well. Of course, we do have the BGA. If I was to buy the BGA, I can imagine I would be able to actually store my silage, in fact create my silage, in the pits they have there, if they have pits. It just depends what kind of setup there is, but yeah, since the yard is so close, I can't really see the point in spending that money at the moment. Having said that, the sell point for silage, that is going to be important to know. Yeah, so you've got the barn, or you could have the BGA if you purchased it. Of course, the BGA isn't showing up because I haven't bought it. But yeah, the current price of 553, that doesn't sound too bad at all. And yes, I think I was a bit wrong with only one load off this field. I think it'd be close to 2. But we'll see. I'll just get this first load done. I need to shut the gate to begin with, of course, because otherwise it's going to be really tricky to do. We actually won't be coming through that gate again, so yeah, that can stay shut for good. Anyway, let's get load number 1 filled up. Well, as you've just seen, I have just completed the first field. I'm now on to field number 2. And yeah, this one is just slightly larger, so I think, well, I got 1 3/4 loads out of the first field. I'd say this field here is going to be about 2 full loads, I would imagine. Because it's not substantially larger, it's just a bit bigger. So I think extra 25% in the loading wagon would sound about right. Yes, we'll have to get that piece there last because that gate does need to stay open. But yeah, it is 89% full, and it's so nice to have such a high capacity loading wagon. It just makes such a difference because you have to keep going to empty, especially if you're carting a long way. I'm quite lucky here because we're just carting literally across one field, but if you were the other side of the map, for example, it would be a lot of time on the road. You'd probably spend more time driving on the road than you would actually picking up. Okay, so that is a full second load. And I'm hoping to actually unload into the silage pit in a fairly neat way so that I don't have to do a great deal of levelling off, just compacting. Yeah, basically trying to avoid putting mountains in the silage pit because that is just messy. But yeah, obviously we do have to level it, just not quite as much as I have done in the past. The compacting, of course, needs to be done too. Okay, so yeah, if we put this one, I guess it should go in the middle-ish, somewhere here. Yep, that is fine, and then just gradually pull forward. And we'll head back and get load number 3. Yeah, I think it is going to be about 4 loads in total, which will bring it to over 200,000 litres. But yes, the silage pit will tell us the total. A very, very small amount will be going to the sheep trough. And when I say a very small amount, I really do mean a very small amount. Probably less than 1% of this loading wagon. Having said that, I might buy some more sheep before I do that, because if you buy more sheep, it does actually take more food, naturally, as you are requiring more food to go around. Anyway, yes, let me continue and we'll get this second field all done as well. I'm expecting just to do another full load here, and then probably have a bit more left over after that. So we'll see. Headlands first, and then the up and down bits. Is there a technical term for that? Yeah, just the bits where I didn't go around the headland first, across the field. Yeah, I want to buy some more grass fields soon, if we can afford it. And yes, next time these 2 fields will be fertilised, so we get twice the amount of crop out of it, if that's how it works. Maybe it's not twice the amount, but certainly more than what we had here. Right, the final part then. We just have that main swath, and then there's that bit which is near the gate. And then we are going to be completing the field. But I definitely do want to get another 10 sheep before I deposit this in the silage pit. Since, yeah, I want to get as much of our grass put into that trough as possible, so that the bales which I paid a lot of money for can be for emergency use only. I think we're going to be fine anyway. We've got so much grass that as soon as they require some, I can just very simply cut some more. But eventually we'll own our own loading wagon. This one is leased. Right, there we go. Yeah, we're 44% full, so let's see if we can get to 50% full by the time we finish this. So yeah, shut the gate 'cause it's in the way. Should be about 6% here. Or not. Still 47 though. Not bad. There's a few bits which I can pick up. There we go. Right, so yeah, 47% full. Could be much worse. Could be 46% full. Right, okay, so off we go. Yeah, so I need to jump into the Massey Ferguson tractor, which is actually currently parked in the shed, and it does have the livestock trailer attached to it, so it's all ready to go. And then we are also going to be doing those bales, which will take a bit of time. I don't know what the capacity of those trailers is, but it's something fairly reasonable. It's not anything tiny like 4 bales or anything. I can imagine they can take 8 to 12 bales, I think. I don't know for sure. It's one of these trailers here. But yeah, we'll find out very soon, because I'm going to be moving on to that job next, and I will likely be using this tractor for the bale carting. So yep, first stop, the livestock market, to spend a bit more money. I need to change my mirror settings, I keep forgetting. There's always a car. Right, so at the moment I have always been in the same area of the map. For obvious reasons, it's the areas that I own. But yeah, the areas which I want to expand to in the near future. We've got the area near the lighthouse, like field number 33, that sort of area. There's a pig farm over there, and I would buy the pig farm if pigs were actually worth doing in 19, but as I've been told by pretty much everybody, pigs are not worth doing. There's not a great amount of profit in them, and they are very hard work to do. It's not the hard work bit that puts me off, it's the lack of profit. It can't really be worth doing if there's not much money in them. So, yeah, bit of a shame really. Anyway, the sheep are worth it by a long way. So, yeah, let's just get some sheep. Just go for some random colours here. There we go. We're full. Confirm. But that's £15,000 a time. It's not too bad. And they are going to breed as well. So once these are in position, we will have 30 sheep. That's not bad. Considering we're only on episode, I forget, 5 or 6, something like that. Okay, so here we are back at the farm once again. And yeah, we are going to be dropping off the livestock trailer in the shed. Once I've unloaded it, and I can drive over to the store and buy the new trailer, which I'm sure will have a lot of use, because yeah, it's not just straw bales that we're going to be picking up. We're also going to be picking up some silage bales at some point, and also some hay bales. Right, yeah, that's in the way. And I've just realised the pickup is down. Right, so yeah, if I just drive through here, usually I reverse in, but driving in forwards does work as well, providing the gate is open. Right, okay, so yeah, they're going to start breeding. We are going to have quite a bit of an increase in the amount of animals that we have. I think I bought 10. Pretty sure I did. Anyway, that is our total. You can count it if you want to. But, yep, now you can see that they require quite a bit of grass, which is going to be easily solved. So I'm just going to put this back in the shed, and it can go into the position it came from, next to the trailer. There we go. Right, okay, so yeah, final job here. Unload some grass. The rest of it can just be put into the silage pit. Okay, it did take a surprisingly large amount. And yes, next time the water can be done as well. We won't have to fill it up quite as regularly next time, it's just because I have increased the amount of sheep that we have by another 20 since I gave them water and food. So yeah, that increases the amount of food and water they actually require. But they are relatively low maintenance, which is nice. Okay, so there we go, that is the grass done. The 2 grass fields are cleared. Now onto the bales. The loading wagon has now been returned because it was leased. So this tractor can be put in the shed as well. Making a good lineup here. At least nobody can tell me that I'm not putting stuff away. Everything is away, even if, yeah, it's not all our stuff. The mower definitely is not ours. We'll put the door down, there we go, and we are going to go over to the store to spend a bit more money. Why not? We always do. Hello, Mr. Sniff. Our dog is very happy. I think I have established before how many bales we actually have in the field. I probably can just very easily check. So I will do. We have 54 bales. Okay, so that's going to be... I don't know how long it would take. It really depends on how far away the start point is. Again, how many... I shouldn't be doing this while driving, I know. It's going to be the barn. The barn is... where exactly? I don't know. I should know. I should definitely know. It's there. Oh, it's at the same place as the livestock market, so that's easy enough. It's not that far away, but it will take a bit of time carting to and from the field. But yeah, it all comes down to how many bales the trailer can carry. I have absolutely no idea how many it's going to carry. But well, for example, if it was 10, it's going to be 6 loads, not 6 full loads though. Right. So we'll jump into the store here. Of course, there are other alternatives to the trailer I'm going to be using, but I really do want to use it. And we are going to be buying this one outright, since it is just a decent trailer in my opinion. So yes, we're going to be going for the Autoload Square. Is this the large... 18 bales, that's pretty good. Is this the largest one? I don't know. We do have 2 options. The other one might be for round. It is. Okay, so that's a fairly definitive answer. That's good. We can change the colour if we want to. I think we will do. Maybe red all round. That might be a bit too boring. Actually, the green looks really good. Very nice indeed. Yeah, we'll go for Autoload Square. I'll keep the rims the same colour. So yeah, first time using it, 18 bale capacity. Should be good. If I had kept it completely red, then we would have just red throughout. The tractor's red, and that is red. So we have to have a bit more variety. We can't just have red everywhere. Although it is a popular colour. Right then, the field entrance is here. So like I say, this is the first time I've used auto-loading trailers in FS19, so it should be very similar to 17. Press B to put into loading position, and I guess we just travel alongside a bale. Should pick it up. Nice. Okay, interesting way of putting it. There must be an idea behind that. The bales are on their side. You must just fit more on doing it this way. Yep, so clever, very clever. This must be how we get the 18 bale capacity instead of something like 8 to 10. See, as I said, it isn't necessarily realistic, it is unrealistic to do this because the bales aren't just literally teleporting from the ground onto the trailer, but you can't argue that it doesn't make the job faster, and yeah, it is in some ways quite satisfying to see. The best thing about it is how neat it looks when it's stacked. It really is quite a rapid way of doing it. But since we have no cows or any animal which requires straw, it is all going to be sold straight off the field. Right, so that probably needs to be put into transport mode now. Yeah, it does, okay. And yeah, straps don't work if you were to have it in Autoload. It was like that in 17 as well. But you might be able to unload it to the trailer and then strap them on if you wanted to, but yeah, I'm not too bothered. So there we go. Looks good. Let's head over to the sell point and see how much money we can make. I'm not expecting miracles, but I think it's going to be quite decent. There are quite a few of these auto-loading trailers now popping up on different mod sites. I don't know how it works exactly, but obviously somebody has managed to get the system into FS19, and then I'm guessing other modders are taking that system and applying it to other trailers, which is good, providing it has permission. I don't know how it works. I'm not going to say too much here because I have absolutely no idea who owns the... Would it be a script? Yeah, it must be a script for auto-loading. I have no idea. But yep, the system seems good. So if I just park here, I don't know if we have to unload to the trailer or what. But yeah, it says unload the bales here by pressing Y. It's good. Seems like decent money. Certainly got a few thousand there. Was it about 8,000? Not too sure. But yeah, seems very good. So we have just a few more loads like that, and then the field will be cleared. Okay, so that is the field cleared, and amazingly we had the exact number of bales to fit the trailer, unless I've missed one, but that is quite incredible. Anyway, I did find a way of strapping the bales. It does, of course, put the weight of the bales back onto the trailer, so it makes it fairly unstable if you go around corners fast, but that is what you'd expect, at least what you should expect. So, yeah, unload the bales, and then press unload again, and then press L, and you can strap them on. So yeah, the mass of each bale is now on the trailer, and if you turn too fast, you are likely going to flip it. But yeah, that's much more realistic, and it looks better too, all strapped on. So there we go, the field of bales is finally cleared. It's only taken a few episodes, and yeah, we're getting about £8,300 per trailer load, which is pretty good. One of those bales doesn't look to be strapped. I think it is though. Just doing a bit of a wobble. So that is going to pretty much conclude it for this episode. I have noticed on ModHub there has been a very nice skid steer put on by Black Sheep Modding. That was actually published today on ModHub, but not today for you watching the video, since these videos are recorded sometime before they're actually released. So yeah, for me it's just literally come out. For you it's probably like, I don't know, a week ago? Probably something like that. So yeah, it feels like I'm really behind, but actually I'm completely up to date. So anyway, yeah, we're going to be using that skid steer very soon in the game, probably on this map. If not this map, it would be Oakfield. And here we are, just approaching the sell point. And yeah, we're still on £333,000, and we've got all that silage that will need to be sold. Of course, it hasn't been compacted just yet, but it will be done. It'll be done, we'll get it all covered over, and it'll be worth, I would say, over £100,000. Actually, before I go, I will just tell you how many litres of silage I got. I did forget to tell you. I haven't looked myself. But I know that this is going to be around £8,300. So there we go, and yep, just tab back across to here. Oh no, I'm stuck in the shed. Good job there's a door. I'm going to go with just over 200,000 litres. Oh no, I was wrong. 185,000, still very good. And yeah, a bit of rolling on this and it'll be absolutely fine. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And yeah, until next time, see you again very soon. Fetch! That was close.